Hello, brothers and sisters of the light. I am Julie Joy of the Young Light Workers with another message for you today from Anne and the Angels for August 17th, 2024. And the title of this message is The True Divine Masculine and Feminine. And they begin, my dear friends, we love you so very much. For centuries, the false masculine and false feminine energies have been present upon your planet in numerous forms. Human beings who did not know that their true power is discovered in connection with the source have found various other ways to get what they want from life around them. The head has dominated the heart. The controlling and bullying have waged wars, causing temporary submission but never real cooperation. There have been massive manipulations of minds by those imagining themselves in power. This has gone on for centuries. We are not pointing fingers at one group or another, or one political party or another. We are talking about archetypal patterns that have been enacted in one form or another for ages, both within societies and inside of individuals. The tides are turning, however. More souls awaken to the truth of their inner light. More are becoming aware of the energies of the divine masculine and feminine present within all things. In its truest form, the divine feminine is represented by a heart in connection to the source, inspired, nurturing, compassionate, and loving. In its purest form, the divine masculine is represented by a mind connected with the heart, resourceful, connected, protective of the spark within, and willing to bring the heart's inspirations into fruition in a tangible form. In the ideal union of divine masculine and feminine, one is connected, inspired, guided, and able to act in concert with one's inner being. While you cannot control entire external systems, you do not have to be at their mercy. You can find these beautiful energies within yourself. Allow them to work together, and in so doing, create a marriage of elemental forces that can assist you in solving all your life's challenges and creating your dreams. Imagine for a moment that the energy of the divine feminine is represented by a pure heart connected to your deepest essence. You feel a loving desire, and instead of talking yourself out of it, bullying yourself into feeling the way you think you should feel, or requiring input from others, you sit with the feeling and the desire, acknowledge the truth of it within you, and nurture it within your positive expectations. Like a mother with a child, you give birth to the desire, witness its unfolding perfection, and encourage its growth within. Imagine now that the divine masculine is represented by a mind in condition to source. It understands the desires that have been born within you. It protects them by keeping negative thoughts, doubts, and opinions of naysayers from swaying its resolve. It acts when inspired and waits when not guided. In so doing, the divine masculine becomes the champion and supporter of inspired desires. In a state of harmony, the heart feels an inspiration, and the mind acts in a supportive and protective way. The heart feels an inspiration to act, and the mind figures out how to do so. In its perfect inner marriage, divine masculine and feminine give birth to creations and work together to bring them to fruition. None of you likes to be bullied, and yet you have often bullied yourselves by pushing yourself, telling yourself your dreams are stupid, or negating yourself. None of you like to be controlled, yet you have tried to control the whispers of your own heart by telling yourself you shouldn't feel this way or another. None of you like to be manipulated, and yet you have manipulated yourselves at times, convincing yourselves of the benefit of listening to others' opinions over your own inner knowing, talking yourselves out of your dreams, etc. However, upon your planet right now, it is nearly impossible to ignore your heart. It is difficult to stuff your feelings. The flow of love is so strong that only allowing it to reveal itself to you and then nurturing its expansion within will feel good to you. In plain terms, it is difficult to ignore your dreams and hard to make yourselves do things you don't want to do. It is challenging to talk yourself out of your feelings and nearly impossible to pretend you can settle for what no longer resonates with your heart and soul. There is a call from within to be authentic. There is a stream of love that wants you to have what you want. There is a power arising within each human being that reminds them, you want to feel good and you want to feel God. You want to give birth to your desires. You no longer want to push yourselves. Instead, you want to live with a beautiful marriage of head and heart, divine masculine and feminine, giving birth to your dreams and desires. You start by sitting quietly and listening to your own feelings. What do you truly desire? What would make your heart sing? Can you, like a beautiful mother, acknowledge these dreams of the true child within and speak words of blessing upon yourself? Regardless of whether you know how these desires might be fulfilled, can you encourage yourself to believe in them? A human mother doesn't know how her children will grow into the adults they dream of being, but she supports them nonetheless. Next, you can pay attention to your impulses and inspired ideas and act when something feels right at the time. Can you give yourself a pep talk when someone has tried to negate your dreams? We know you can. The energies of divine masculine and feminine live within each one of you. As you collectively bring more balance to your head and heart, you will see this balance reflected in many ways in your physical world. There will be more open dialogue between diverse groups. There will be far fewer who succumb to bullying and fear-mongering. More will market their wares by adding volume and supporting dreams rather than ripping others down. You are living in an exciting time when paradigms are shifting rapidly. You are living in a time when the old archetypal relationships between human males and females are changing as men find their hearts and women find their power, and each strives to become a whole and balanced person within. You are living in a time when far fewer people will support the false masculine energies of bullying and control and the false feminine energies of manipulation. You live in a beautiful time when so many call for love, connection, balance, peace, harmony, and the inner unity between head and heart. We know your world is in chaos. You have collectively called for love, and yet so many resist love. You have called for change, yet so many do not want to change. There is a clashing of old and new energies, and yet this stirring is tilling the toil of human hearts, making way for the birth of the new and beautiful energies where head and heart work in harmony, where male and female find greater balance within, where instead of he, she, him, her, they, them, you will all be aggravating more toward an understanding of we. You are starting to realize that you are we, the people of the united planet of Earth, different but equal, striving to bring forth your unique desires, gifts, and talents, understanding that as you nurture the divine union of head and heart, your joy becomes the world's joy. Your desires are part of the world's collective desires. Your satisfaction becomes a generous offering of light to the world itself. Your being is a gift to the greater being called humanity, which is part of the greater being called Earth, which is part of your galaxy, your known universe, and indeed all that is. Celebrate before you see the tangible manifestations of this shift in your world. Celebrate each time you acknowledge your own heart. Listen to your own inspirations and accept and love yourself through your own feelings. These are chaotic but exciting times. There is no need to despair, no need to feel powerless or at the mercy of anyone or any group. Within you, the divine masculine and feminine are powerful forces, ready, willing, and able to birth any dream or idea into physical form. God bless you. We love you so very much. And this is a message from the angels as channeled by my dear friend Ann Albers. Her website is visionsofheaven.com. Please stop by there and see everything that Ann has to offer. She offers workshops twice a year. She has pre-recorded messages you can download for a small fee and play for yourself over and over. She always has samples of her artwork and things that she's selling on her Etsy shop. Also, if you would like to receive these messages weekly like I do, just go to her website at visionsofheaven.com and fill out the form to get her weekly email. I am Julie Joy, your servant to the light, and it brings me such pleasure to bring you these beautiful, inspiring messages from the angels. And I do so with a great deal of gratitude. And please don't forget to create a great day.